laughed at for daring to question greatness. That is exactly what happened when Ferruccio Lamborghini, a tractor maker, told Enzo Ferrari his cars were flawed. Ferrari mocked him, saying a man who built tractors could never understand true performance. Humiliated but unbroken, Lamborghini walked away with fire in his chest. Within months, he would take on Ferrari head-to-head, not as a customer, but as a rival. This is the shocking revenge story that built one of the most iconic supercar empires on Earth. The story of Lamborghini does not begin with supercars. It begins with tractors. Ferruccio Lamborghini was a mechanic turned industrialist who built his fortune transforming surplus war machines into farming equipment after World War II. His tractors made him one of Italy's wealthiest men, but speed was his true passion. Ferruccio loved sports cars, and by the late 1950s, he owned the finest Ferraris available. But there was a problem. His Ferraris kept breaking down. The clutches wore out too quickly, and for Ferruccio, an engineer at heart, that was unacceptable. He examined the faulty parts and discovered that they were no better than the ones he used in his tractors. He could not believe a car costing several times more than a farm machine relied on components that basic. So Ferruccio did what any honest man would do. He confronted Enzo Ferrari directly. He told him that his cars had serious flaws and that customers deserved better. Ferruccio expected respect for speaking the truth. Instead, Enzo Ferrari dismissed him with scorn. He sneered that a tractor maker had no business criticizing his masterpieces. That insult lit a fire that would burn through automotive history. Ferruccio Lamborghini walked out humiliated but determined. If Ferrari believed he was nothing more than a tractor maker, then he would prove Ferrari wrong by building a car so exceptional that the world would never again underestimate him. In 1963, he founded Automobili Lamborghini in Sant'Agata Bolognese. People thought he was reckless. Ferrari dominated the industry and racing circuits. Challenging him was considered impossible. But Ferruccio had no interest in racing. He wanted to build the perfect road car. Fast, elegant, and reliable enough to be driven every day. His first creation, the Lamborghini 350 GT, stunned critics. Unlike Ferrari's temperamental machines, it was smooth, sophisticated, and beautifully engineered. Customers noticed. Enzo Ferrari could no longer ignore the man he had once insulted. But Ferruccio's real masterpiece came in 1966. The Lamborghini Miura. Its mid-engine layout and radical design changed the idea of what a supercar could be. The Miura was unlike anything seen before. It was low, wide, and breathtakingly fast. Overnight, Lamborghini became a global sensation. The Miura made Ferrari's designs look outdated. What began as an insult in an office had now grown into Ferrari's most dangerous rival. Lamborghini's approach was bold. Where Ferrari obsessed over racing trophies, Lamborghini believed cars should be built for the road, for wealthy clients who demanded both speed and comfort. His cars were not fragile race machines. They were powerful grand tourers, designed to impress both in performance and in style. Soon, celebrities, rock stars, and even royalty were lining up to own them. By the early 1970s, Lamborghini had achieved the impossible. In less than a decade, he had built a brand that stood alongside Ferrari as an equal. His cars became symbols of wealth and daring. The tractor maker had transformed humiliation into global prestige, but fate would test him again. The oil crisis of 1973 crushed demand for supercars. As fuel prices soared, the market collapsed. Ferruccio, exhausted by financial struggles, sold his company and retired to a vineyard. He never returned to the automotive stage, yet his revenge had already been written into history. The Lamborghini brand endured. Through years of turbulence, bankruptcy, and new ownership, the spirit of Ferruccio's defiance lived on. Each era delivered a new icon. The Countach in the 1970s, the Diablo in the 1990s, the Murcielago in the 2000s, and the Aventador in the 2010s. Each carried the same DNA, cars that dared to defy limits and captivate the world. Today, Lamborghini is more than a car manufacturer. It is a legend. Every sharp line, every roaring engine, every screaming V12 carries a legacy of pride and defiance. It reminds us that a single insult can create an empire. Think about it. If Enzo Ferrari had treated Ferruccio with respect, Lamborghini supercars might never have existed. There might be no Miura, no Countach, no Aventador. The automotive world would be unrecognizable. Ferruccio Lamborghini proved that revenge, when paired with vision and determination, can change history. His company stands as a monument to resilience. What started as a mocking remark about tractors became a roar that still echoes on highways across the globe. The next time you see a Lamborghini blazing past, remember its origin. That car is not just metal, rubber, and fire. It is a statement, a defiance forged from humiliation, and a reminder that underestimating the wrong person can create legends. This is Lamborghini's revenge story, a tale of pride turned into power, insult turned into innovation, and humiliation turned into one of the most iconic brands the world has ever seen.